What does it change for your July 22nd meeting?
Well, we have a framework. We have a new framework that is unanimously approved by the Governing Council, and we're going to look at, as we always do every 6 weeks, we're going to look at the circumstances, we're going to look at what forward guidance we need to revisit. We're going to look at the calibration of all the tools we are using to make sure that it is aligned with our new strategy. And I think that, given the persistence that we need to demonstrate to deliver on our commitment, forward guidance will certainly be revisited.
Does it give you extra tools? So on July 22nd, it's actually it was always a big meeting, but it's an even bigger meeting because it's not only something technically, right? It's not technical change.
It's going to be an important meeting because, number one, we're going to communicate differently. So what analysts, experts, journalists are going to see is a slightly different presentation of our monetary policy decision. And I very much hope that it will be clearer, simpler, crisper, to the point, and as little jargonic as possible. That's one. Two, there will be a forward guidance review, because we have to align with the strategy review that we just completed. And my sense is that we will continue to be determined by maintaining favorable financing conditions in our economies, because we want to continue to support this recovery that is underway. So yeah, there will be some interesting variations and changes, both in terms of the substance, because forward guidance has to be aligned with the strategy, and because the way in which we're going to communicate it will be, I hope, clearer than it was.
Does it actually give you new tools, this strategy review?
Well, in the strategy review, we do two things. One is based on the fact that our so-called unconventional tools have been effective in avoiding a complete collapse that we would have had as a result of the pandemic. We didn't have that. So based on that effectiveness, we consider those quote-unquote unconventional tools as part and parcel tools of the toolbox. So those, whether you look at forward guidance, whether you look at asset purchase programs, whether you look at targeted refinancing, financing operations, or whether you look at, what did I forget in the process? No, that's it. No. And obviously on the top of our policy rates, including in negative territory as we have it at the moment. So all that is in the toolbox. And what we do, because we are planning for the next few years, at least I hope 5 years, we are saying that we reserve the option to create new tools. So that's, it's very flexible in that respect.
When's the right time to start talking about an exit strategy?
Oh, not now. Now is not the right time to talk about exit strategy, because we are still forcefully delivering under these exceptional circumstances using exceptional tool, which is the Pandemic Emergency Purchase Program, which I expect to last at least until March, and possibly to transition into a new format after March. That's what we see at the moment. But I think we need to be very flexible and not start, creating the anticipation that the exit is in the next few weeks, months.